This has got to stop. Call of Duty is one of the biggest games out there, one of the biggest franchises to ever exist, and it is popular beyond belief. However, with that being said, Activision, who has a big influence on this franchise, has gotten way too power hungry and out of hand with the recent events that have happened in the last several years, especially within this given week. What exactly am I talking about here in today's video? Well, to summarize it, basically I want to end up standing up for what I believe in and call Activision out for all of their BS that they have recently done. For those of you guys that don't know, Activision basically owns the rights to the Call of Duty franchise. This includes the multiplayer, the zombies mode, and also the campaign, and also the Warzone mode, which has been popular ever since COVID has happened. Now, here is the thing with Call of Duty, is that even though it's got its problems, just like any other gaming franchise that is out there, specifically within Call of Duty and just Activision in general, I have a massive problem with, and I know that you do too if you are a fan of this game series. When it comes to Activision, the way that they treat their fan base is inexcusably bad. It is a personal attack and is wretched and horrible and basically evil, in my opinion. I think that Activision treats their fan base like an abusive husband in a relationship. They give you just enough love and affection, make you think there's just a little tiniest bit of hope, so that way you can get that little dopamine rush that we all so much crave. The literal moment that you let your guard down, they will fuck you in the ass and take everything from you. And they do this year after year after year. Now here's the thing, is that ever since truly, in my opinion, Black Ops 3, Call of Duty has just gone downhill, despite what the sales say, because if you look at the player base, the original player base, the OG Call of Duty community, is basically segregated from the current Call of Duties. They have their own games based off of these fan-made clients, such as SM2, and X Labs, and Plutonium. These are custom Call of Duty clients that have been created by the fans on PC to keep the older games alive. And Activision recently has been ordering cease and desists for these creations, essentially killing their old games. The reason why that this is a problem is because this feels like a personal attack to the fan base. You don't make money off of these old games enough to end up warranting this type of action. This is personal. And basically what they're doing is that because their current Call of Duty game is not selling as much as they would like, and noticing that their fan base is going to their older titles, they're shutting them down. Basically giving you no options other than to play the current stuff that they want to give you. So they're basically giving you no choice. And now to anybody else that says, oh, well, just go back and play the older COD games. You literally can't. The older COD games have been hacked and infested with nerds and degenerates everywhere. It's a literal security risk to your hardware and also your identity. If you play the older Call of Duty games, the security is so egregiously, unforgivably bad that if you end up going on to those old games, you basically risk ruining your internet life. You lose anything that you have on your computer, like any important documents, any of your files, your personal information, like your photos or whatever else that you put on there, maybe your Google accounts, etc. All of that is at risk because they can get into your computer and literally put malware on your device because Activision just simply does not care anymore. They never did in the first place. And anybody that disagrees with me is kidding themselves. Here's the thing though, is that despite all of this, a good majority of the Call of Duty fan base still will end up not caring. And I say this because it's the sad truth. Despite all the problems that this corporation has caused, people will still continue to buy their games as long as it makes them feel good. And Activision has a trained marketing team to give that dopamine feeling for people to feel good. And some people just don't care. They would rather feel good than have morals. Now, for the people that are not in the know, I don't fault you, but the people that specifically support Activision, despite the fact that they own these rights, just because they have the rights does not mean that they are in the right. They are doing this to be spiteful. They are doing this to hurt the community and basically make an example. You don't treat your fan base this way if you actually care about them. And I also want to clarify something about here on the channel, is that I end up making predominantly Left 4 Dead 2 content for the last several years. And recently in an update video, I said how I want to switch over to Call of Duty Zombies specifically. The reason why is because the Zombies mode is something that I generally still find fun, especially on the older games. There's still games that I paid my money for and I want to get my money's worth out of, and since I can't refund them and I can't take them back, I might as well use them. So this is what I want to say, is that just because I'm going to make Call of Duty content going forward does not mean that I am ignorant to what is happening. Every day, I am still aware of what Activision is doing, and every day I still have the same belief. I know what most of the people in their company are like and what they are after, and that thing will always be money. I'm not just going to wait on the sidelines and just hope. I'm not just going to wait anymore. I'm going to take the action and get what it is that I know that I deserve. And I also know that you guys will do the same. And I will also try to get you what you deserve, which is good content and to be respected as human beings, which Activision cannot give you. And if I'm wrong about this and I commit to Call of Duty and something happens where I decide that I have to quit because I just can't stand the quality of the games, I very will. Because I have learned that no matter what, all things must come to an end, good or bad. But the one thing that I will never regret, that what I have done primarily throughout my life, is that I, at the very least, have given my all to everything. And I want to give the Call of Duty games a chance with my current community. So I hope you guys will all join me along this ride. I hope you guys will join me on this journey where I try to give Call of Duty Zombies, one of my favorite things from my childhood, a chance here on my YouTube channel. And just have fun just because we can. But yeah, guys, I do truly hope you guys end up enjoying. I hope you enjoyed the fact that I decided to end up standing up for what I believe in and calling out Activision here. Like I said, I'm still going to post Call of Duty content once we wrap up Left 4 Dead 2, but it's not going to stop us here from having fun. So I hope that you guys end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTuber you guys are ever going to see. Thank you for watching, guys. I love all of you, and peace out.
Hey, meme lords. Jesus here. And you better have enjoyed that video there by the Eternal God Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too. And give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!